somewhere back off to the west. We're going to go back to this in a second. Again, this is our tornado warning right now, heading towards right along I-40 near Forest City. Have a little area of rotation actually just north of I-40, so that might be the area to watch right there, north of I-40. So it's kind of tracking right here, basically paralleling I-40, just a couple miles off to the north. And honestly, this is probably the most concerning area. Like this up here near Wiener and Harrisburg and Truman and Mark Tree in Arkansas. This is the most concerning segment of our storms off to the west of Memphis. They have also issued a new severe thunderstorm warning for Mariana and as well as Helena West. They are in eastern Arkansas. That's for damaging winds up to 60, and there is a tornado possible label on this segment of storms currently tracking to the northeast. So good idea to stay away from windows if you're in that warning as well.
For places like Crittenden, Cross, and St. Francis counties in Arkansas. Here's a potential place we could have a tornado. Here's another one. Here's another one. They're just lining up and down here, left and right. They just issued another warning for wind. Park and Earl, you guys are under a tornado warning for the next 37 minutes. The main thing we've got to talk about here, once again, is the very strong tornado-like winds that will impact everybody out in front of this thing. 70, maybe even stronger miles per hour winds are going to be moving into Cherry Valley and Wynn here momentarily. And embedded inside of that wall of winds, we've got several places where there could be a tornado happening. So we need you to get into that most interior room, put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible, lowest floor, helmet on, all that good stuff. Bring me with you. We'll let you know whenever we've got the y'all clear. We certainly don't have that right now in Marked Tree or Terrell. Or over here towards portions of Tennessee, closer to Osceola, Manila, Arkansas, Lepanto, Harrisburg, Truman, and Weiner, is it Weiner? In Arkansas, please take shelter immediately. Craighead, Cross, Mississippi, counties in Arkansas, and then Lauderdale and Tipton counties in Tennessee. We've got 3 tornado warnings stacked on top of each other here, just kind of blanketing this part of the warning. And then outside of that, we've got severe thunderstorm warnings that take us all the way down into Helena, West Helena, Mariana, Forest City, and Hernando. So this is all coming up towards Memphis here. We want you to get into your safe spots if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other storms we've got going on. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning down here coming up into Strong in southern Arkansas. That's going to have a tornado possible tag on it. We've also got a severe thunderstorm warning over here east of Dallas right now. Some hail is about to move up into Canton and Grand Saline. Once again here, we got ourselves another severe thunderstorm warning for Kaufman and Van Zant counties. So make sure y'all are indoors, away from windows. It's going to be a loud, possibly pretty nasty storm there as that comes through. Our most concerning part of this storm, as of right now, though, is the part that is approaching the area just to the south of Jonesboro. Jonesboro, Arkansas. I think that you guys are going to get a big storm here, okay? But areas just to your south, that's where I'm most concerned about right now. But definitely stay on your toes there in Jonesboro. We might have to have you, get to your safe spot here at some point. You've heard Andy talk about the effect of a bookend vortex, okay? Something like that is probably trying to develop here on the top side of this Boeing line segment as it goes by Jonesboro. So we've really got to watch this whole area over here as this is probably where we've got the most spin right now. So Harrisburg, Truman, Lake City, Lake City, especially Manila and Caraway, Etowah, Dell over here, please take shelter. You're in an incredibly dangerous situation. This is probably, outside of the supercell thunderstorms that we had the other day that caused the big storms, this is probably going to be one of the stronger storms that you guys have been hit by down here through this whole series. Just the sheer strength of the winds here that are about to come into Cherry Valley are going to be quite intense. We expect widespread tree damage. We expect power outages and all of that kind of stuff. Probably some hail too. So you want to get away from windows. You want to get into that shelter, the tornado shelter, just as quickly as you possibly can. So once again, if you know anybody out there, especially in Memphis, because we got some time here to warn people, right? We got some time to warn people in Memphis. If you know anybody out in that general vicinity there, let them know that severe weather is coming, and it might start a little bit earlier today than maybe some people expected. And then also, if you know anybody down here around Houston, Texas, we've got a big tornado watch in effect for Texas today. And we're going to be covering this. There's about 8 million people in that watch down there. So send a text message to a family member or a friend. Put it out there on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is. And just let people know that we're going to be here all day, again, for free, commercial free, relaying warnings wall to wall as information comes out. A huge shout out to Kathleen Phillips. Everybody say thank you to Kathleen. Super awesome support, y'all. We were live yesterday for who knows how long now. I don't know, 11 hours or something. We covered the storms yesterday. Last night, while we, had to take a break, we had a couple more. We had some more tornadoes. We had a really impressive line of storm go through this area, and we had a couple tornadoes. We also had a really significant flash flooding situation develop in the Little Rock area. We got a flash flood emergency right now in the Little Rock, and we'll be trying our best to cover that however we can in between the tornado updates here, because we're going to have quite a few tornado updates today, y'all. They went and updated us to a moderate risk today over here from the Storm Prediction Center, and I don't know why my graphics doesn't updated up there above my head, but we might just have to deal with that today. But here's the real one, the one over here. That's today's moderate risk, centered right over Memphis, all right, and including a lot of northern Mississippi. Slight risk takes us all the way up into southern Ohio, all the way back down into the New Orleans area, southern Mississippi, and then, of course, back there towards Houston, Texas as well. We do have a 15% chance or probability of seeing tornadoes today in the red zone, 10% in the yellow, and the hatched indicator means that some of those tornadoes could potentially produce EF2 to EF5 damage. Brown goes all the way up into southern Ohio. That's 5%, 2% plumb up there into Pennsylvania. So we might have a couple storms in Ohio and Pennsylvania and even Maryland today that we'll have to go visit really quickly as we cover the main event down here in Tennessee, Mississippi, and Arkansas, and of course into Louisiana and Texas as well. We are still also tracking our historic flooding situation, which is going to probably come to a head today. It'll probably reach its peak at some point today. We got a high risk of excessive rainfall in southwest Kentucky, west Tennessee, northwest Mississippi, and most of Arkansas, southeast Missouri too, as we expect an additional ton of rain. I don't even know, a ton of rain on top of the already saturated grounds. This will lead to devastating and potentially catastrophic and generational flash flooding. All right, quick update on our tornado warnings here. When you guys are getting hit by that storm right now, the strong winds are coming in to win Parkin and Earl. You guys are next in line. You've also got those winds coming into Cherry Valley right now. We've got some of the strong winds coming into Terrell, Marks Tree, and then Weiner. Probably the most succinct or probably the most distinct, area of rotation that I'm seeing right now is south of Weiner, north of Waldenburg, moving in the general direction of Weiner. That's going to be Highway 49 coming up there, once again, towards the greater Jonesboro area. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a tornado warning at some point for Jonesboro, just in case something like this was to root up for a while and continue. It's going in that direction. If you look at the actual motion of our line here, everything's kind of fanning out in this direction. Now, things are only moving directly east right here at the what do you call that? The vertex of the sea there, the backward sea. So this northern part and southern part are going almost due north and due south. But yeah, significant rotation here near Waldenburg that might be producing a tornado as it goes up towards Jonesboro. So y'all watch out in Jonesboro. You're not under a tornado warning right now, but you might end up being in one here at some point soon. You are under a tornado warning in Harrisburg. We need everybody in Harrisburg to take shelter. Truman, Mark's Tree, and Etowah. This is a dangerous storm. Take shelter immediately. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Ryan, so I sent 2 pictures in stream text. I'm just going to talk about them a little bit. So the first one, although it just looks like a bunch of dots on the map, this is a filtered map of USGS's stream gauges. Everyone that is like that blue-black dot or a white dot with a pink circle is one that is higher than average. Every single black dot or black/blue dot is on an all-time high for this day of the year, and every single one that is a white circle with a pink line around it, that is in a flood stage. We're seeing a few of our flood gauges already reach major flood stages. A lot of them are in minor, or a lot of them are in moderate. There's also some in minor. The next picture in there is our forecasted rainfall from the National Blend of Models. You can see that there's still some places that are expecting up to an additional 6 inches of rain, and this is just through April 5th. This is through tonight. We're going to get another 5 inches, 6 inches of rain through tonight. So we're definitely not out of the woods with flooding yet.
Thank you, Riley. Major, rare, high risk of excessive rainfall for flooding. And some of these places are already flooding significantly, and we're about to add a ton of rain on top of that. So that's what we're expecting today. That's what we're talking about today is the flooding, and then also these ongoing severe and tornado threats that we are tracking around here. Another area of significant rotation popping up here south of Harrisburg. Once again, we can kind of zoom in here and hyper analyze this line, and we'll probably find a couple couplets, and we might even find some debris signatures. But the thing is like by the time the radar shows these, a lot of times they've already happened. Okay, so what we really need to do is if we're in Harrisburg and Whitaker, we need to take shelter whether or not it's going to go south of town or north of town. You know what I'm saying? So Harrisburg, Whitaker, Weona, Old Weona, we really need to be taking shelter. Very dangerous situation setting up over here south of Jonesboro. Once again, Jonesboro, Arkansas, you're not under a tornado warning, but y'all watch out just in case some of this line kind of moves up out of that polygon a little bit towards the greater Jonesboro area. You're still about to get hit by a pretty significant line of storms, even though that the part of it that maybe that will hopefully hit you isn't going to be quite as tornadic as the part to your south. How are we doing in wind? Hopefully everybody's all right in wind. Some of the strongest winds are getting into wind now. So keep us updated on your whereabouts out there. Let us know what's going on. Of course, you don't want to come out of that safe spot at least for another 25 minutes. But the strongest winds are likely hitting right now, and things should calm down over the next little bit. Yeah, Houston is under a tornado watch, y'all. Houston's under a tornado watch. A few tornadoes possible, hail, and scattered wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible. 8 million people under the gun for potential significant severe weather today, including tornadoes. And just in that watch, I mean, there's probably another 8 million if you count the other watches that go up into Louisiana, Texas, Kentucky, and the whole rest of the line. We have currently Crittenden Cross and St. Francis County highlighted here, as that's one of the places that we're most concerned about, especially Parkin and Earl out here in Arkansas. We also just continue to have these really tight areas of rotation popping up around Harrisburg, Arkansas. That's moving up towards Truman and Lepanto. So this one's going to go on for a while. If you're way back here towards Osceola and Kaiser, once again, get comfy. in that shelter. We'll be here for probably 30, 40 minutes before the storms get to you. Even though these are moving really fast, that's a long warning, okay? Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's anything in the chat here that I need to address. I see lots of town requests. We will get to that, y'all. If I'm not talking about your town right now, there's probably not a tornado heading towards it. So that's good news. If I am talking about your town, that means that we've dedicated all of our resources to you to help you in this potentially life-threatening situation with our radar-indicated tornadoes for now. We haven't had any reports of a tornado, thank goodness, but we did just get a 70-mile-per-hour confirmed wind gust out here in Fisher. So Fisher, this was reported by the public there on Highway 49. A 70-mile-per-hour wind gust just a little over 20 minutes ago. So that's going through Harrisburg now. That's likely causing damage up there as it goes towards Truman as well. So as you can see, Memphis, you guys are not in the in any of the warning polygons yet, really, but they're coming your way. That's for sure. Oh, is it not Osceola? It's Osceola. Ah. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Ryan, looking just south of our furthest south tornado warning near Round Pond or just to the west of Round Pond, there's been an area of convergence that's been coming together a little more. I would expect another tornado warning for here pretty soon.
All right, thank you, Riley. Y'all watch out up there, closer to probably Hicks Station, Round Pond, New Shady Grove, and Shearville, Jeanette, Crawfordsville, and Marion. We've got a new tornado warning probably coming out here soon for y'all. As honestly, that is you know one of the areas of rotation that probably sticks out more than some of the stuff up in the other part of the line. Wow, this is an intense line that's coming through. So, yeah, give me just a second. I got to go pop something open real quick, literally 5 seconds.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
We got a new tornado warning. And that one's actually not for the southern part. It's for the northern part. And this does include Jonesboro. So we are going to, we just talked about how Jonesboro might end up under a tornado warning. Now we are Craighead, Greene, Mississippi, and Poinsett counties. Y'all are under a tornado warning now. So take shelter. We've got that rotation over here south of Otwell, moving up towards Ridge. And yeah, the rotation actually, the biggest part of it would go right up towards Jonesboro. So hopefully everybody in the town of Jonesboro is listening and you know, getting to shelter. It's 2 p.m. so we should have you know, plenty of people out and about and you know, ready to accept the message. It's not as scary, I guess, as when this happens at nighttime, but still, it's something that we've got to take we've got to take seriously here for Jonesboro, Lake City, Leachville, over towards Manila. You guys are under a tornado warning for the next hour. You want to get into that lowest floor of a sturdy building, interior room. You want to have your phone with you, a charged tablet. You want to get those shoes on. You want to get pets and kids and everybody and huddle up in that safest spot in your home and stay there. Hopefully we'll be fine. Tornadoes are small compared to cities and neighborhoods and stuff, so even if we have a tornado go through Jonesboro here and you live in Jonesboro, the odds of your house being hit head-on are extremely low. But if it does happen, you're really going to wish you would have taken some precautions here to make it easier on you and so that you could not be scared but rather be prepared. Here's a look at this monster as it roars in from the west over there. This is a little bit farther. This is out in front of that line as it comes in. Big-time shelf cloud coming into St. Francis County, Arkansas. It's going to bring about at least 70-mile-per-hour winds as it comes in. Aaron Stockwell. Huge shout out. Shout out to Aaron Stockwell. Thank you for the gifted. So, once again, rotation is coming up towards Jonesboro, Arkansas right now. We're concerned about y'all. So we're trying to relay as much information as possible here, including some of the things that are in the path of the storm here. I mean, the Arkansas Hospital of Jonesboro, I mean, is technically in the path of the rotation. Even the St. Bernard's Behavioral Health Center, the Malco Hollywood
a new tornado
Cinema
warning has been issued.
all these places are under a tornado warning, and we need to get anybody that's at those places into their safe spots as quickly as possible. So we got a new severe thunderstorm warning here. Real quick, we'll go back up to Tennessee and talk about that tornado warning. Severe thunderstorm warning for Farmerville, 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in over the next little bit. We're talking about Lincoln and Union parishes. One by one, here's our tornado warnings. Wind, the biggest part of the wind is past you now, but we're starting to be a little bit more concerned about Earl and the marked tree. That's where some of the really strong winds are about to work into right now. We've got a specific area of rotation here near Marked Tree that we've got to keep an eye on. So hopefully you guys are sheltered. Osceola, you guys are probably about 25, 30 minutes away at this point. So make sure you're taking shelter over there. This does include Lake City and Manila. And then Jonesboro, we probably got a good 5 minutes or so before the strongest part of that storm works into town. So hopefully you're in you're sheltered and you're ready to go. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I got to push a couple buttons here and fix something. I'm going to get a quick update on the chat from Y'allbot here. Y'allbot's been reading all your messages. Let me see if I've missed anything, and then I should be done with what I'm doing here.
All right, Weather Maestro, your viewers are laser focused on Arkansas right now, especially poor Lake City and Jonesboro under the gun again with sirens reported. There's also a lot of chatter about serious flooding across Arkansas. Sounds like NOAA's building a sequel over there. Folks are still checking arrival times for Memphis and Jackson, Tennessee, like it's a pizza delivery tractor.
A new tornado warning.
We're going to be checking on you over there in Memphis here shortly. We haven't really gotten there yet. That's why we haven't talked about you a whole lot at this point. But I promise you, Memphis, you're going to be in the rotation here. Kinsey, I think I fixed it. Pay attention there. I don't know. I mean, nothing's changed. So I don't know what would be causing that. New tornado warning in Louisiana. They went ahead and issued a tornado warning for Union Parish, Louisiana. This is north and west of Farmerville. There's your rotation. It's coming up towards Conway and Meridian. Cecil, Marion, and Sadie. So there is some rotation here, so we're keeping an eye on you. This is north of Farmerville. Farmerville, you're not included in this. However, there is still a strong storm heading your way, and there's another little rotating part of it. So we probably don't want to be too relaxed in Farmerville over the next 43 minutes or so. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey, Ryan. So if you go back one scan, that area of rotation is actually much stronger. But I'd expect the one just to the south, or just to the south of it, that's weaker right now. Nope, one more north. It looks a little different on my radar. Yeah, that one right there. I think it's probably going to follow the same pattern that the one up to the north of it just did, and eventually the other one that you're looking at to the south. So I would expect a few more tornado warnings here. So Farmerville, probably a good time now to just go ahead, head to shelter preemptively. Either way, it's going to be a strong storm, and it's probably better to just be in shelter.
All right, thank you, Riley. So pretty much what what we're talking about here, Farmerville. You're just outside of that polygon, but I think I would still consider Farmerville under the warning, as there is multiple areas of rotation that's going to be coming up here. You see pretty clearly, actually, 1, 2, and 3. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another polygon about like that here in the next little bit. So that's your tornado warning down there in Union Parish, Louisiana. We also have a new one not a new, but a continued tornado warning for Craighead, Mississippi, Cross, Lauderdale. Well, those counties are in Arkansas, and then Lauderdale and Tipton counties in Mississippi. This goes all the way over towards Osceola. Our rotation is most intense between Truman and Marked Tree. Marked Tree, Northern Ohio. You guys are about to get a significant amount of strong straight-line damaging winds right now. So please make sure you're sheltered. You're away from windows and all that good stuff. Lowest floor, internal bathroom or closet or something. If you don't have a basement, if you don't have a underground cellar, something like that's going to be good, whichever one has the least amount of glass. Yep. Okay, it's fixed now? Okay, cool. Sweet. If you're just now tuning in, we're on day, who knows what? How many days? Like, how many days straight have we went live here? Is this 4, 5? I know that there's technically like 7, and we didn't go live for one of those days, but I don't know. This has just been the wildest roller coaster. It feels like Groundhog Day. Every day I wake up, I come here, I talk to you guys, I go to sleep, I wake up, I come here, I talk to you guys, and I'm talking about the same places every time. It's like, am I reliving the same day over and over again here? Kind of weird, man. This is a 4th day. So we've had like 7 days straight, but like there was like 1 day out of those 7 that we didn't have to stream, but still crazy. And it continues to be crazy. We're continuing to watch this daggone storm here north and west of Memphis. Memphis, you still don't have any immediate threats, not for the next 30 minutes or so. Jonesboro, you guys are getting a storm right now. The rotating part of that is still to your south and west. You probably want to wait a good 30 minutes before you come out of that safe spot, all right? And then Lake City, you guys need to stay in there in your safe spot for a good 39, 40 minutes as well. And then the areas I'm most concerned about at this very moment is honestly going to be right here around Mark Tree, Lepanto, over towards Diez. I don't know how you say that. You guys know what I'm talking about, though. So that's what we're going to kind of lock in on here. Moderate risk of severe weather today. By the way, graphic above my head, it's not changing. That's yesterday's outlook. Today's outlook looks like this, which, I mean, it doesn't look that different if you really, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a little bit farther to the east. But we got a moderate risk. That's a 4 out of 5 for Memphis and surrounding areas. We got a 3 out of 5 from about Clarksville, Tennessee, all the way back down towards most of Louisiana, western Mississippi, and to eastern portions of Texas. We do have a tornado watch right now in Texas near Houston. We got a few tornadoes possible today. Scattered wind gusts up to 70 miles per hour. Population of about 8 million people here that are potentially going to be impacted by tornadoes and severe weather today. So we're going to be here all day talking to them and talking to you, and we'll do it for once again with no commercials and wall-to-wall, no breaks. So let everybody know that we're going to be here for them if they need that. This is our longest consecutive run of streams for ever in the channel's history, for sure. Has Runner. Everybody say a huge shout out to Has Runner. That is a major awesome contribution there, Has. Thank you. Been live for 50 hours since March 30th. That's wild. So what you're looking at there on those traffic cameras is some of the strong winds and heavy rain moving into the areas that are getting overtaken by the bow echo that we're watching move into the greater Memphis area, mostly up to the north and west of Memphis right now. So this is what you can expect as it moves farther east.
A new PDS severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
And looky there, they've got a PDS severe thunderstorm warning now. They've upped this warning right here to a PDS severe thunderstorm warning with 90 miles per hour marked on there for the wind speed. So Terrell, Lepanto, Leachville, Rector, Marmaduke, you guys are now under essentially a giant tornado warning. Guys, 90 mile per hour winds can do damage just like a tornado. If you get hit by this storm, a lot of you probably won't notice the difference between a tornado and this. This is becoming a very dangerous situation for our folks over here in a large area. Clay County, Arkansas, Craighead County, Arkansas, Crittenden, Cross, Greene, and Lee, and Poinsett,
A new tornado
St.
warning
Francis
has been
counties
issued.
in Arkansas are all under this destructive severe thunderstorm warning. That's a PDS, particularly dangerous situation, severe thunderstorm warning. Dunklin, Missouri, you guys are also included in that. They just issued a new big tornado warning. Precautionary radar indicated a tornado warning for Lake City. Again, you're in that safe spot for an hour in Lake City. Manila, Leachville, Gosnell, Blytheville, Kennett. This almost makes it up there to Hayti. Gosh, man, I forgot how you said it again. Cartersville, and the areas up here north and west of Dyersburg. So it doesn't make it to Cartersville or Dyersburg yet, but it is getting really close. Over the next hour, we need everybody over here to stay sheltered. We've got a very good chance of a tornado here. And also, even if we don't have a tornado, once again, everybody's going to have to deal with those straight line damaging winds. And those will be like a tornado for most of you. Hey, Ty. Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry, it's been a day already. Let's see here. Union County or Union Parish, Louisiana, you're still under a tornado warning. We've still got 3 very distinct areas of rotation moving up in the general direction of Farmersville and Marion. We hope you guys are taking shelter down here. You've got 33 minutes left on that warning. Nothing confirmed on that. So yeah, and also no confirmed tornadoes on any of our tornado warnings up here. But what's happening probably is we probably are having some spin up tornadoes in here, but they just haven't been reported yet, or they will be. Once again, there's just going to be a widespread area of damage, and we won't know probably until a couple of days from now which parts of that damage came from straight line damaging winds and which ones came from maybe a spin up tornado or two. So really, I would consider the whole PDS severe thunderstorm warning as a giant tornado warning, and everybody out there needs to be taking shelter right now. Very, very dangerous storm coming into western Tennessee, northeastern portions of Arkansas now. Looks like they might issue a watch out in front of this. Severe thunderstorm watch, specifically for the windy side of that storm that's going to be coming up here. That might include Arksville. It might include Madisonville, Owensboro. It might get close to Cape Girardeau, Paducah, Kentucky. You guys will be in that. 95% chance that they're going to issue a severe thunderstorm watch for that. Actually, it might even be a tornado watch. I don't know. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey, Ryan, I'm getting increasingly concerned with our rotation here near Farmersville, Louisiana. I would say if you're to the northeast of the town, I know you're in a warning, but it might go outside of that warning polygon. We talked about this once already, so I think it's important that you're in your safe spot.
Thank you, Riley. Farmerville, Marion, and surrounding areas, even